In today's video on Just 5 Islam, we'll discuss an important and modern question. Is it permissible to seek fatwas, Islamic guidance, from artificial intelligence? Let's find out what Islam says through our 25 question and answers regarding this. Question: what is a fatwa in Islam? Answer: a fatwa is a religious ruling or answer given by a qualified scholar on a specific Islamic issue. It explains the Islamic law on a particular matter. Question: what is the purpose of seeking a fatwa? The answer: the purpose is to understand the correct Islamic ruling on a new or unclear issue. Question: what is AI, artificial intelligence, according to the provided text? The answer: AI refers to systems that use technology to collect data, predict future outcomes, give recommendations, or make decisions to achieve certain goals. Question: is AI a permissible tool in general? Answer: yes, in principle, AI is a permissible tool that can be used in ways that do not go against Islamic teachings. Question: why is it generally not permissible to ask AI for fatwas? Answer: because AI is not qualified to issue fatwas. It lacks understanding of real-life issues, does not meet the necessary conditions for a mufti, one who gives a fatwa, and its answers are automatically generated from potentially unreliable sources. Question: why can't AI be trusted to give religious rulings? The answer: AI's answers may come from unknown, wrong, or biased sources. It also cannot consider the unique circumstances and differences between individuals, which are crucial for a proper fatwa. Question: what are some essential conditions for a person to be qualified to issue a fatwa? The answer: a mufti must be a Muslim, an adult, of sound mind and good character, knowledgeable in Islamic law, and intelligent enough to derive rulings and understand real-life situations. Question: can a researcher or scholar use AI for their work? The answer: a researcher can use AI to collect material, understand a situation, or find references, but they must always verify the sources and not blindly trust the AI's output. Question: why is it not permissible for a regular Muslim to follow a fatwa from an AI? The answer: a regular Muslim should not trust an AI-generated fatwa because AI does not meet the conditions of a mufti. They should instead ask trustworthy scholars. Question: how does a mufti use both knowledge and real-life understanding to give a fatwa? The answer: a mufti needs to understand the real situation of the person asking and combine that with their deep knowledge of Islamic law to give the correct ruling. AI cannot do this. Question: what is the difference between a fatwa from a reputable Islamic website and one from AI? The answer: fatwas on Islamic websites are given by real qualified scholars or researchers. AI, on the other hand, tries to act like a human but only generates answers based on data without true logical reasoning. Question: what are some problems with AI-generated answers mentioned in the text? The answer: the problems include not knowing the source of information, failing to consider personal circumstances or cultural differences, and providing fabricated information, AI hallucinations. Question: how can a question's wording affect an AI's answer? The answer: changing a few words in a question can sometimes change the AI's answer, even if the meaning of the question remains the same. This shows the AI's lack of true understanding. Question: why might AI be biased in its answers? The answer: AI can be trained by its creators to favor certain beliefs or ideas that might be against Islamic teachings, leading to biased answers on important topics. Question: are there different types of Islamic rulings? The answer: yes, there are fixed rulings that never change, and rulings that can change based on time, place, and people's customs or circumstances. AI cannot distinguish between these two. Question: can AI be used as a research tool for finding fatwas from reliable sources? The answer: yes, a person can ask AI for references or links to fatwas from trustworthy scholars. This helps them find the original, reliable source of the information. Question: what is the risk of trusting AI for a long time? The answer: repeatedly using AI could lead a person to start trusting it and relying on it, which is dangerous for matters of faith. Question: what did the early generations of Muslims say about learning religion? The answer: they said, consider from whom you learn your religion, highlighting the importance of seeking knowledge from safe and trustworthy sources. Question: is there any situation where some scholars believe AI could be used for fatwas? The answer: some scholars believe AI could potentially be used for fixed, universal rulings that do not depend on personal circumstances, provided the AI is from a trustworthy source and the person understands the fatwa correctly and ensures it matches their question. Question: what are the conditions for using AI for fixed rulings according to this view? The answer: the AI app must be supported by a trustworthy organization, be based on their fatwas only, and the user must be able to understand the fatwa and ensure it matches their question. Question: is it permissible to use AI for fatwas that require personal details? The answer: no, it is not permissible. For fatwas that depend on customs, personal situations, or issues of necessity, an individual must consult a trustworthy scholar. Question: which view on using AI for fatwas is considered stronger in the text? The answer: the text concludes that the view disallowing reliance on AI for fatwas in its current state is the stronger and more correct opinion. Question: what is the main takeaway for a Muslim regarding seeking religious rulings? The answer: a Muslim should be cautious and not be careless with their religion. They should seek rulings from proper, qualified scholars who meet the required conditions. Question: why is it so important to get a fatwa from a human mufti? The answer: a human mufti can understand the person's unique situation, including their customs, needs, and circumstances, and provide a ruling that is tailored and appropriate for them. Question: what is the ultimate guidance for Muslims who don't know a ruling? The answer: the Quran says to ask those who have knowledge if you do not know. This means seeking knowledge from people who are qualified and trustworthy. Alhamdulillah, we've seen why AI cannot replace real scholars in giving fatwas. Always remember, in matters of deen, trust only qualified scholars. If you found this video beneficial, like, share, and subscribe to Just 5 Islam.